Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nurnajihah binti Jefry from Section 11 Group 3, and today I will be presenting the alternative assessment for the RESM subject. For the project introduction and overall UI flow, the project background is this is a 2B system for UTM counseling system. The stakeholder for the UTM counseling system is Mr. Muhammad Reza Sham, the psychology officer for UTM Counseling Center. The goal is to solve stakeholders' problem of manual test taking and also calculation. This use case will be connected to the next use case, which is the test result management that will automatically calculate the test. So for the overall UI flow, we have the first page, which is the psychometric test, and then the next page is biodata form, and after they have filled the biodata form, it will redirect to the next page, which is the DAS test information, and then they will start to answer the DAS test for 21 questions, and then they will submit the test when they are done. For the use case diagram for this 2B system, so the client can do registration, appointment booking, and also test analysis, while the UTM counselor will handle the test result management. The audience can access events and add subscriber. The UTM counseling staff can also handle the event management. For the assigned UCS, as in P3 for my part, the assigned UCS for me is the attend psychometric test. So for the attend psychometric test, it is the use case ID of UC03, and this use case is used by the client to attend the psychometric test. The client will click for the normal flow. The client clicks on the biodata form link. The client fills in the biodata form, and the system will store the information into the database and redirects the client to the psychometric test form. Then, the client will click the Start Test button to start answering the test, and then the client will fill in the psychometric test, and then the test answer is sent into the database when the client clicks the button Submit. If it is on the wrong format, the system shall display a message indicating that the input is invalid and ask the client to re-enter the data. And if the field is not filled in, the system shall display an error message and ask the client to enter the data. For the activity diagram model based on the use case 03, first, the user clicks on the biodata form, and then the system displays the biodata form, and the client will fill in the form. If the input is valid, then the system will display the psychometric test, and then the client will answer the test and then submit the test. If it is invalid, then they have to refill in the biodata form. For self-reflection, for gained experience during RESM, I realized that learning RESM throughout the semester helps me to understand better on how the software elicitation and management is being done. The most important thing is communication with client or stakeholder and thorough planning as well as preparation so that the best outcome can be made. Teamwork is also an important element to achieve the best result in terms of planning and document preparation. So how is the high-five fidelity prototype is aligned with my RE understanding and knowledge? By creating the high-five fidelity prototype, I can get a clearer vision of my use case flow and whether it is suitable for user or not. Creating the prototype also challenges me to be creative in making sure that the to-be developed system is navigatable within certain amount of clicks, understandable and user-friendly, and still keeping the creativity and simplicity of the user interface. Next is the prototype demonstration. So for the GUI prototype, I used the app wizard, and this is the first page of the psychometric test, which is the DAS psychometric test. So here user can click the biodata form to start filling the form. So here there's full name as in birth certificate, and then you can add your phone number, address, as well as your email, whether it is a UTM email or personal email. And then the user need to click on the data privacy terms and condition before clicking on start test. If they change their mind, they can always click on the X button to go back to the previous page, or they can click start test to start taking the test. So this is the DAS test first page. So this is the instruction on how to answer the test, and then you can click next to go to the next page, which is to start the test, or you can go back to the biodata form. So when you start the test, you have a total of 21 questions to answer from the range of 0 to 3. So you can click next and next and next, and then after they have finished, there will be this part right here, which is the submit test. It will notify the user that the test result will be kept for record purposes, and then the user will click on submit to submit their test answers. So the conclusion of this project is that proper planning and documentation is the key to a good system development. It is always important to do research and elicitation on what the stakeholder wants in a system in order to come up with the best solution for stakeholders' problem. So that's it from me. Thank you.